Hello, Lincolnwood and parts unknown. This is Rich with another summer program. This one is an art program and I love doing this. Do you like going to museums? I love going to museums. I love going downtown and checking out like the Art Institute or the Museum of Science and Industry. It's a lot of fun. But one thing about going to an art museum, the Art Institute, is I get to see beautiful paintings and sculpture and architecture. Is always a lot of fun. I love seeing them. But what about people who can't see? There's like millions of people who either can't see very well or can't see at all. So what do we do for them? Now technically you can touch a painting, feel a painting, or a sculpture. Good luck asking a museum if you can do that. So we'll have to make our own art. So this is known as touch painting and also known as sensory art. What this means is you don't look at the painting, you don't look at the piece of art, you touch it, you feel it. And that's what we're gonna make today. So what do you do? What do you need? I'll tell you right now. First thing is you need a canvas. This is what I got. I just cut off the side of a box, and then I reinforced it with some duct tape, so it'll feel like it'll be pretty sturdy. It's not going to refold and stuff like that. And even better, duct tape also has its own texture, so you can already feel that. Second thing you're going to need is a pair of scissors. Third thing you'll need is a glue gun. Now, glue gun rules: make sure you have a grown-up around, and make sure you don't do this or put glue on your finger because it's really hot and you don't want to burn yourself. Now, the last thing you need to make a touch painting is anything. I have so much stuff that I'm gonna use for my touch painting, but you can use so many things. You can use beads, pipe cleaners. You can get really, really creative with this. I'm gonna use a mask. I'm gonna use clothespin. I'm gonna use a lot of different things. Now, you can use anything you want within reason. Remember, people are gonna touch this painting, so you kind of have to pay attention to that. Number one, don't glue sharp things like scissors or needles or pencils, because you don't want to hurt people. Trust me, you don't want to hurt people. Number two, don't glue anything really heavy onto your canvas because it will fall off no matter how much glue you smear on it. Number three, get your grown-ups permission before you can use anything. Because if you take something and it turns out, well, they still need that, you're gonna get in trouble. And finally, this is very, very important. Yes, you have a glue gun, but you're not allowed to glue your grown-ups together. That includes your brother and sister. You can't glue them together either, okay? So, ready to start? Let's have some fun. Go. All right, we're back. I have all the supplies here. So, and I'm wearing a mask because my cameraman bud, Kevin, who is not my wife, just want to let you know that. He's doing the camera work, and so we're both masked. Now, this is all the junk I found at the library, and I'm going to glue it on here. I got beads, I got buttons, I've got popsicle sticks, a pencil. I got some basic stuff here. I got tape. I'm going to tape this because painter's tape is textured too. And then I got some weird and wacky stuff. I got this old mask, and I got some fabric. Yes, you can use fabric, but this is fabric that I had that I don't need anymore, and Goodwill or Salvation Army is not going to take that, so I cut it all up. I've got proof balls. Who doesn't like proof balls? A clothespin. I cut a styrofoam ball in half. There's a lot of stuff, and I'm going to glue it all on. So let's start now. Let's start easy. Let's start with a little painter's tape. that there. Now, remember, it doesn't have to be flat. In fact, the more it sticks out, the more three-dimensional it is, the better. So I'm gonna roll this up. And then I'm gonna glue it on here. There we go. Now just hold it down for a few seconds, and then it'll take over from there. Now, let me glue this on. Let's see where to put this. I'm gonna put that right here. Now remember, be careful with the glue gun because the glue is hot. Now, let's put I think I should put a poof ball on top. There we go. And then another poof ball. We'll put that on top there. That'll be really interesting for someone. Now, I'm gonna glue this pencil on here. Remember, it's unsharpened because we don't want to put a sharpened pencil on there. It will hurt. Alright, let's put that right here. Again, press it down for a few seconds until it feels like it's sticking. Sometimes it won't. And if it falls off, it falls off. Just put it somewhere else. And if it doesn't fall, and if it still falls off, then it doesn't work, and that's fine. We're good with that. We just start with another piece here. So let's go with pipe cleaner. Roll it up on her finger, and glue that directly on. Got a little glue on my finger, but it had cooled off after a few seconds. All right, so I'm going to stop right here, and then I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. Check this out. Isn't it crazy looking? Well, that's not the point. The point is, does it feel good? Doesn't matter how weird it looks. Now, since I am an artiste, I signed it right here. But with a visually impaired person or a blind person, would they be able to see that? They won't be able to feel it. It just feels like cardboard. So there is a way to do it. I didn't have time to do this. But what visually impaired and blind people use to read is Braille. So what I want you to do is search for this picture. There are a lot of pictures of Braille alphabets out there. Pick one, print it out, and then you can there's so many ways you can kind of imprint it in a way. I like using the glue gun, and so I would make these layers, because the point of it is they're like raised so that the blind person can feel it. So I would use, I would use the R, the I, the C, and the H, and I make the little Braille with a glue gun. There are other ways of doing it. You can kind of poke from the back of the cardboard and have it stick out a little bit, or you just tell the blind person, my name is Rich, or whatever your name is. So this is what I made, and hey, let's try it out. Let's try to feel it. Need a blindfold. I don't trust myself closing my eyes. There we go.